How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I will not be playing a lot of Satisfactory today. Today I'm going to be planning out my next mega factory. I'd like to show you guys how I do it, how I plan it out to be 100% efficient before I lay a single machine. Oh, I have started noticing a little bit of lag whenever I turn my camera fast to a whole bunch of machines. We are at my Rocket Rain factory, aptly named due to my rocket fuel generators as well as my rain machine over here. So this factory is called my Rocket Rain factory. The other one is called my battery farm. These are my two main factories so far. As you can see here, it's almost 100% power efficient. The only things that are fluctuating in power, though, are the sinks, the awesome sinks. If they get turned off, they use less power, and the pumps. The pumps that pump, I want to say it was the heavy residual oil in my battery factory. Those turn on and off, depending on how much heavy residual oil it needs. But for the most part, I'm 100% stable, 100% efficient. All my machines are working 100% of the time. And I planned this all out before I get started on my factory, so that when I build my factory, I know it will work perfectly. Use all the resources that I require, make all the resources down to the decimal point that I expect. So, saying that, let's go ahead and get right into my planning process. Well, first of all, let me show off this thing really quick. This is what I am going to be calling a fetcher station. What this does is I've got two drones on here. Two drones so that I know there's going to be a constant flow, no matter where I am in the world, unless it's like a huge amount of items, like, for example, 1,200, full 1,200 belts or something. This thing can only handle 78. But like if I want to transport like a huge amount of items later in the game, after I upgrade all my belts and everything, I probably will have to add 2 more drone pads to this. But for 78 or 780 items per minute, this should do just fine. But like in my factories, I do have this storage in both my battery factory and this factory. I've got this storage here, 8 pads. This guy here, it goes and fetches batteries in order to from my battery farm over to here in order to be able to fuel this drone, this fetcher station will be placed somewhere, maybe multiple will be placed in my next factory, my mega factory, and it'll be able to fetch items such as, say I need a bunch of iron ingots, or I need to change the color of these because they're kind of hard to see. Iron plates or sulfur, whatever I need. This pad basically acts like a teleporter. So the drones will fly over here, they'll pick up the items, and at the same time, at these big stations over here, at each of these factories, they will also be loaded up with batteries. I will just have to give them like a stack of batteries to start off with. But then once it goes to here, or say to my battery factory, they will get reloaded with fuel. So I should never have any issues with the drones running out of batteries, because at all my main stations I will have a battery fetcher that will go to my battery farm. The battery farm itself doesn't have a battery fetcher because I have a storage, one of these storage module for batteries at that storage unit, which also feeds its own battery. It acts as its own battery fetcher. But as you can see down there, this thing's completely full of batteries. This is full of batteries. This is full of batteries. Yep, see? So this thing is all primed and ready to go. I do have screenshots. Actually, I didn't even need the external resources thing. I could actually just cut that out right now. Edit. We'll crop that out because I don't need that. I just need factory output. Let's see. Save. There we go. And now you can see. So you'll notice that I have removed my overlay for this stream because I want to be able to zoom into stuff and have you guys actually see what I am doing here. In case you guys have any questions of how I plan out a factory. I'm going to show you kind of step by step what I do. It is a time-consuming process, but I have a little bit of time tonight. So these here are the outputs of both of my main factories right now. This is my battery factory, and this is my rocket rain factory. As you can see, this factory does not make that much stuff, but it's because this factory was made mostly just to give me the power in order to boot up this factory. You can see this one has a lot more outputs because this factory was not specifically designed to make power. Although it does have its own little power station. I needed it. I wanted to have as much power as I could get, so I had to add that. I thought it would be enough to boot up this by itself, this factory by itself, but it was not. That's why this one had to be made. But let's go ahead. So I just need to keep in mind, I'm going to keep this open on my second monitor over here so that I know what kind of resources I can tap into if I need them. So let's place those over here. I'll probably pull these back over every once in a while just to show you guys what I'm thinking. All right. So usually where I start off is deciding where exactly I want to build my factory. So I'm kind of stuck in a situation where I want to build in a very good place with lots of different stuff. However, I know that this factory is going to be making mostly plastic parts, computers, that kind of stuff. Also, we'll look into Satisfactory Phase 4. So if I'm looking into Satisfactory Phase 4 here, I can find a list of stuff that I will need. And I want to be able to automate parts. Actually, you know, I've decided that I am not going to automate, make any factory, any mega factory at least, specifically for these items. I'm going to probably make like an outpost somewhere where it specifically works on space elevator parts. I don't want those to be part of any factory because all they do is really eat up all the parts that I'm going to be making. So I will not be adding these to my factories. Let's see. So these are all things, let's see. Although I did have a factory make smart plane. Well, now that I'm in phase 4, there are some of these that I'm going to be starting to make because they will be needed to make other items. For example, automated wiring is needed to make adaptive control units. And so like I'm going to be making automated wiring as well. I have a factory that makes automated wiring and versatile framework, smart plane, but it doesn't make a lot of them. So I know that I will need to make some more of those. But let's figure out, where is it? Let's find a good list of items that we should be making. I know like fused modular frames will need to be a thing. But that is something that I already knew that I'd want to make. That's why I had to make my battery factory in order to be able to transport nitrogen gas to my factory. Because the place where I decided to make my factory, which will be... What the heck? There we go. That was weird. Will be over on this coast right here. I'm going to be building a factory probably around here. And it will be taking resources from like all the way down here. And it will be making... Also, I will need to get Caterium ore over to the factory somehow. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I should just make like a little drone station here and have that shipped over or not. Might be easier than building a beltway through here. Haven't decided yet, but I would like to try to use most of the nodes in this region right here. And I don't have enough space here just due to the world boundary. But I think up here would be a good spot. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Or, no. I feel like this spot would be a great place for a huge factory if I pulled like all this stuff. Yeah, that'll probably be an end game factory once I unlock all the 1,200 belt line. That way I will grab all of this and use it to make some huge factory right here. I got plenty of space there to be able to build, so that'll probably be very late game. But this one's definitely going to be a big factory. Let's see. Wherever I build my next factory, it's got to have a lot of oil. A lot of oil. And the place with the most oil is going to be right here. So, let's see. How many oil nodes is that? 7 oil nodes. Okay. Let's see. So if I have the extractor at 250%, which I will always overclock that to the most, then I'll be getting 300 per minute. You know what? Before we get started on that, I do want to... Oops. Sorry, I'm looking at one of my old factories here. What we are going to do, though, is create a new plan. Let's just throw some stuff on there right now. So we will be for sure making a fused modular frame. Let's see. Actually, you know what? There was something I did with my battery farm that I might want to try with this as well. Let me show you what I did. I took the information of what I had at my disposal. Let's pull up my notes really quick. We'll make a new notepad here. That way we can keep track of what we are going to be using here as far as the nodes. So we got 300. I'll have a calculator open on my laptop next to me here, because there is a lot of math involved in order to make a 100% efficient factory. So we'll go 300 times 7. So I will have a total of... Well, can I zoom in on this? I'll just make the text bigger. I don't know how to make text bigger in this. I can make it bolder. Headings. I mean, I guess I could just zoom. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Now you can see what I'm typing. We'll have 1, 2 pure quartz nodes. That will give me 780. So 780 times 2. And we are still doing this with Mark V belts. Okay, so quartz nodes. We'll have 150 or 1,560 from quartz nodes. We will have, let me make sure I have, okay, I will need some bauxite. I do want to tap into bauxite as well. However, this bauxite might be in a cave, so I might just use this one. Altitude at -20. So like if you scroll over these things, you can see where everything is. I do believe this one's probably in a cave, so I'm not even going to bother getting that. I will get this bauxite though. Okay, so let's look into iron ore. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. You know what? I might not even have need for this stuff over here. Yeah, you know what? Let's save this for some other factory. We'll just go with this stuff right here. Yeah, we'll go with this stuff right here, including this copper, because I will need at least one node, copper node for that. These guys I probably won't need. Yeah, these guys I won't need. But yeah, we'll probably run a belt line, a bus through here, and then up to here. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. We'll do that. Okay, so iron ore. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 4 iron nodes. So 4 iron nodes would be 3,120. Okay, and then we'll go with limestone, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, since I'm going over here anyways, I might as well get this limestone. So 4 limestone, which would also be 320. Then we've got okay, so we've got 2 oil nodes here, which honestly I don't think I'll need. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's not get those. If I need these oil nodes for any reason, I can always like bring it over here to this factory if I ever make a factory over here. But like with this many nodes over here, I think I should be good. So let's just ignore these nodes for now. Okay, let's see. So we got coal. So we got 1. I guess I can get these 2 as well. Yeah, let's go with, let's just say we have access to 3 coal nodes. So that will be 2,340. And these are big numbers. Like that means that I'll need 3 full belts for the coal. 4 full belts for iron, 4 full belts for limestone. So this is definitely in the category of mega factory, in my opinion. I know there's some discussion about like what's a mega factory, what's not a mega factory, but this one I'm going to call a mega factory. And this planning process will take a little bit of time. I'm not going to complete this today, but I wanted to show you kind of how I go about planning this out. So we got 1 sulfur node. That will be 780. We've got one bauxite node. 780. We've got one Caterium node. So 780. Is that not how you spell Caterium? I think that is how you spell Caterium. Yeah, the spell check just doesn't know what Caterium is. Is Caterium not a real ore? Let me check that really quick. What is Caterium? Okay, Caterium is a rare fictional yellow metal ore from the open world factory building game set. Okay, so Caterium, for some reason I thought Caterium was like an actual ore in real life. No wonder spell check doesn't recognize it. I learn something new every day. Okay, and then one copper node. 780. And I'm going to be tapping into more nodes for this factory than I have in any other factory. Let's see, 1, 2. So 3 coal, bunch of iron. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's actually not much. You know what? I think that's good. We'll tap into these. So we're tapping into everything here. Let's see. I'm going to add optional. Optional, 260, 600 oil. Or optional, you know what? Let's just do optional 1,200 oil. If we happen to need these 2 nodes, we can always tap into them. But otherwise, I will ignore them. Okay, I think we're good, because we're going to be using these nodes all around here. So, now that I know what nodes I'm going to be using, I can switch back to, let's see, to here, and now I can start making a list of items that I want to make in my factory. Let's see. Where? I'm just looking for, I already have a good idea of what I want this factory to build, but I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, so aluminum battery factory, blender fuel setup, advanced logistics. I just want to find a good list. Okay. Okay, let's start making, I'm going to pull this over here and I'm just going to start making a list now of things I want to make. Fused modular frames. I want heavy modular frames. I want to make stuff that my factories at the moment do not make a lot of. I need, let's see, radio connector unit. Wait, is that actually what it's called? 1 second. Oh, supercomputers. Let's get supercomputers. This is why oil is going to be important for this, so I might tap into those optional oil nodes. Supercomputers, computers, circuit boards, high-speed connectors, basically all the tech stuff. Let's see, what else? Maybe turbo motors? Ooh, no, excuse me. Oh, I just scared my dog. Turbo motors. Oop. Cooling systems. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? Electromagnetic control rods. I also need to be careful though, because I've built factories in the past, in my past worlds, that had too many things that I was making, and too many of them ended up being, oh, I make like one of each per minute. And I don't want that. I want to try to make sure that my factories now make at least like a decent amount of everything. Like probably the least amount of, if I can't make more than like 10 of an item, I'll probably wait for another factory in order to be able to make it or add it to the factory. Let's see, what else do we need? Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking off my screen here for what to make. Phase 4. Let's see. And I'm not worried about like alternate recipes. I've got a ton of alternate recipes right now. And I could easily go get some more hard drives in order to research some more. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I'm part of the Satisfactory group on Facebook. If you're part of the Satisfactory group on Facebook, you'll probably see me post my stuff. Let's see. But yeah, I don't want to build space elevator parts. Those I will send. I'm gonna make my own little outpost where it will just make factory parts or space elevator parts, and then I'll send drones to get the parts. Let's see. Here's a good list. Okay, so I'm looking through these things to see what of this stuff do I not make a ton of. And that'll be stuff that I add to my next factory. Wait, you know what? Satisfactory list of items. Here we go. Here we go. Why didn't I just look for this before? Deuterium ingots. I actually have a factory that makes deuterium wire. But if I can make more deuterium wire... You know what? Deuterium wire is pretty easy to make. I'm sure I'm going to have a bunch left over. So let's add deuterium wire. All right, and then we will go with crystal oscillators. I know I spelt that wrong. Okay, I do not know how to spell check doesn't even seem to know how to spell that correctly. Let me see. Let's see, motors. Okay, industrial parts. I don't make a lot of industrial parts, so I may want to try to make some more. Let's see. But yeah, we're going to be focusing a lot on electronics. I might ask for cable and wire. Let's see. No, cable. Wire we're good with. Oh, AI limiters. Okay, here's how you spell oscillator. One second. I'm missing an L. Oscillator. That's an I. There we go. So we got supercomputers on here already. Radio control unit. Let's see. Superposition oscillators. What is that? What do you need for that? Oh, that's late game. Not gonna worry about that right now. Oh, actually, one second. I think there is. Oops. What am I doing? I think there is a SAM node nearby too. Yeah, okay, let's do something with SAM as well. I've got one SAM node nearby that. So we'll add to this SAM 780. And with adding that to my inputs, I can make reanimated. Actually, is there any point in order to, let's see, reanimated SAM is used to unlock SAM fluctuators. Trying to decide whether I just want to get reanimated SAM into my storage or turn it into fluctuators first. I think I just want it to be reanimated SAM. That way I can actually use it later in the game. Yeah, because the SAM fluctuators, I believe... Yeah, SAM fluctuators are just used for upgrading the dimensional depot, so there's no reason for me to do that. We will do reanimated SAM. So we'll turn reanimated SAM. Okay. Got high-speed connectors already. AI limiters. AI limiters. Okay. Maybe I'll do cable as well. Because the place where I'm making cable right now isn't making a lot of cable. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm sure I'll think of something else while making this. Oh, wait. Okay, I know. I want heat sink. Do I want to make motors? Motors and stators and rotors? You know what? No. Let's just focus on these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I've got 16, which is 4 times. So this will be about 4 times bigger than my biggest factory so far, I imagine, just by looking at the amount of stuff I'm going to be making. Let's see, is there anything else that I want to make here? You know what? Rubber and plastic. Okay, so 18 outputs. Let's see if we can turn this stuff into this. And the best way to figure that out is if I go back to the Satisfactory calculator, what I can do is inputs, and just input everything that I have here. So oil, I think I will take in all the oil that I can get. So we'll put in, so this plus this will be 3,300. So we got 3,300. Add an item, raw quartz, that'll be 1560. Add an item, we got iron ore, that'll be 3120. You know what? Actually, let's do this in Satisfactory calculator. No, not the other one, Satisfactory tools. Yeah, we'll go to this one. Do it here. As you can see, this is where I planned out my most recent factory. But let's add another factory. Okay, so inputs. Bauxite will be 780. Deuterium will be 780. Coal will be 2,340. Copper will be 780. Crude oil will be 3,300. Iron ore will be 3,120. Limestone 3120. Oops. 20. And the reason why I'm entering this into the Satisfactory Tools planner first before I bring it to my other planner that I always use is so that it can give me good alternate recipe suggestions. Nitrogen. Oh, nitrogen. That is actually something that I forgot to add to my thing here. So the nitrogen. This is my nitrogen station here. This gives me 300 per minute, 300. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 300 times 6 equals nitrogen 1,800. There we go. Okay, let's get back to this. So 1,800. Rock quartz will be Moslin. How you doing? What is up? Rock quartz 1560. Yeah, today we are barely playing Satisfactory. What we're doing is planning out our next mega factory. 780 Sam. Sulfur will be 780. I'm not doing anything with uranium, so that'll be 0, and just a huge number right there. I'll just leave that like that. Doesn't matter because water I can find anywhere. How's life going? My parents brought over this iced tea, this canned iced tea, and it's probiotic or prebiotic. What's probiotic versus prebiotic? Because this is prebiotic, and it's supposed to be healthy for your gut. It tastes like shit, though. Ugh. But, okay, now that I've inputted all of my resources that I have available to me in the area, what I do now is go to recipes and just do all alternate recipes, all base recipes, so it will show me the most efficient way to make my items. Trying to make a schedule for outside of work stuff. That's what I need to do. I need better schedule outside of work. Unfortunately, that also means that unfortunately, that's difficult for me to schedule outside of work as well, because my work schedule's all over the place. Are you a morning person or a night person? And does your work schedule work against you on that? Because I am a night person, absolutely. I like to stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning. However, I work at 7 in the morning almost every day. All right, so now I need to just enter in what I need to make, which is this stuff right here. But yeah, this is why I got rid of my overlay for this stream, so that I could make this stuff as big as I can so you guys can see. Okay, so you get to sleep in. I wish I got to sleep in. Excuse me. Got something in my throat. Probably a cat hair. Okay, so let's say AI limiters. We'll enter that in. We'll put in fused modular frames, and it defaults to making 10 at a time, which is actually good because I don't want to have anything in my factory make less than 10 if possible. Heavy modular frames. You'll see this gets like insane, this planner. But it just will give me an idea of what alternate recipes I should be using. Yeah, 7 a.m.s are not for everyone. They're definitely not for me, but that's, unfortunately, it's just required of me of my job. Let's see. So we got supercomputers. We got computers. We've got, this will also tell me if the resources that I have will let me be able to make this stuff. Because if it doesn't let me make this stuff, then I gotta figure out how to get extra nodes or something. Circuit boards. Oh no, Rune is chasing my cat around. Circuit boards. High speed connectors. So far, it's looking like I'm able to make this stuff, which I'm surprised. Turbo motors. Like, if I followed exactly what this planner generates, I could make this stuff. Thing is, I like to customize my factories to be able to make what I need them to make. And this thing does not allow, this planner does not allow for me to make adjustments like easily. All right. But I actually am off tomorrow, so I get to sleep in. However, tomorrow I also have to go to the doctor to get my back checked out, because a week ago I fucked my back up at work lifting an apple box. Like, I was lifting an apple box, and halfway lifting up, my back just, very sharp pain in my lower back. I collapsed. Took for a little bit for me to get back up, and then coworker drove me to urgent care. But my follow-up appointment is tomorrow, so we'll see what they have to say, because my back's still having a little issues. Wait. Wait. Oh, it's, quick wire. It's not Caterium wire, it's quick wire. Then crystal oscillators. And then we get you know what? I might make you know what? My crystal farm, I might just turn that into a little drone pickup spot. Yeah, let's not add just regular crystals to this. Radio control units. Reanimated Sam. Yeah, no, definitely. Because like I could not drive. And unfortunately, the workman's comp urgent care was like 15 minutes away. Cable. Heat sink. Liger, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Rubber. Oops. And plastic. Okay, let me count these out really quick to make sure I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we got 18 here. As you can see, this is what it spits out when I enter in what my inputs are, as well as ask what the outputs. It is impossible to read what's going on here, but this gives me an idea of why is it. One second, this has happened before. I had to reload the page. Whoa, why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. It's not letting me zoom in correctly. Let's see. So it's telling me fused quick wire. It's good to use. Pure Caterium ingots. Pure iron ingots. Caterium. Let's see. Solid steel ingots. Okay. Is it telling? It'll tell me also pressure and conversion cube. Oh, so it's telling me I need a pressure conversion cube. I may have this factory make pressure conversion cubes as well. Pressure conversion cubes. Okay. Whoop. Stop that. Okay. Let's see, heat exchanger. Heat fuse frame. Pressure conversion cube. This one's an alternate cooling device. Packaged nitrogen gas. Okay, turbo pressure motor. How much? Dang, why did it zoom in like this? Okay, so it's not even using all the nitrogen gas. Oh my god, why can't it just slightly zoom in? What is going on? Electrode aluminum scrap to dilute. Diluted fuel is definitely good. Okay, we got recycled rubber. Where's recycle? I'm assuming recycled plastic is somewhere around here too. Let's see, rubber concrete. I know this is going to require me to unlock some more recipes. Let's see, so crude oil. So that is... Okay, so this is telling me... Actually, you know what? Let me make some more changes here really quick. Some stuff that I absolutely want a lot of. So let's say 200 rubber, 200 plastic. And then let's say 200 quick wire. Computers, let's say, hopefully I can get 50. Heavy modular frames, let's try to get 50. AI limiters, let's say 30. I'm just kind of giving it an idea of, oh, okay, we reached a limit there. 20. Uh-oh. Okay, let's lower this one down to 40. All right. I may need to narrow down what this factory makes. May need to. Let's see. But yeah, I know for sure there's going to be recycled rubber and recycled plastic here. This, I'm just kind of getting an idea of like what recipes would be good to use here. Steel rod. I want to make, let's see, heavy encased frame. Let's see, modular frames, heavy encased frames. Let's see, nitrogen gas, cooling device, cooling system. Okay, plastic AI limiter. Silicon high-speed connector. Okay, that's because I'm going to have a couple good quartz nodes next to me. Insulated crystal oscillator. Distilled silica. Limestone water. Okay, since I do have a lot of limestone. Let's see. Cheap silica. Cheap silica, rock quartz limestone, dissolved silica, limestone water. Wait, which one's better? Distilled silica or cheap silica? Dissolved silica comes from quartz purification. Packaged nitrogen gas. Obviously, I use all the pure recipes. Sloppy alumina. Okay, let me, I'm going to add to my notes here recipes that I plan on using. Okay, so all pure recipes, or I'll just do alts. Let's see. Actually, this is a bad map here. bad planner because it included the reanimated Sam, which, let me just get rid of the reanimated Sam, because I don't want to use the reanimated Sam here. Also, oh my god. Distilled silica. That requires dissolved silica, limestone water. Quartz purification. Makes quartz crystal, dissolved silica. I'd have to get rid of the dissolved silica using this to make aluminum ingots. And it releases water but takes in water. This, I don't know if I want this recipe. This seems like a pain in the ass. I do want to use silicon high speed connector. Let's see. Cheap silica. Yeah, I might use cheap silica. Coated iron plate takes in iron ingot and plastic. Yeah, so that's a good recipe right there. Coated, I've used that before. Iron plate. Iron pipe. Yeah, I'll use iron pipe because I have plenty of iron. Adhered iron plate. I'll probably use that as well, because I will have access to rubber and plastic. Iron. But yeah, as you can see by the numbers on the machines, of the machines is going to be thousands. There's going to be, I don't know, thousands of machines being used here. Adhered iron plate. Molded steel pipe. Steel ingot, concrete, steel pipe. Yeah, I might use that since I will have concrete. Molded steel pipe. Heavy encased frame. Yeah, I'll use that. Heavy encased frame. Encased industrial pipe. Yeah. Okay. Encased industrial. This might need me to go get some more, find some more hard drives to get all these. Rubber concrete. Yeah, we'll get rubber concrete. Let's see what else. Thing is, if I refresh the page, will it fix itself? Okay. Oh, now I need to go to correct factory. I was like, that narrowed things down a little bit. Now I need to click this. I think it's because it's such a big... Wait, there we go. That's exactly how far I need it out. See, electrode circuit board requires rubber and petroleum coke, which I'll have petroleum coke here from the heavy residual oil. This one requires rubber, petroleum coke. That's it. Okay. Yeah, let's use that electrode circuit board. Electrode circuit board. Insulated crystal oscillator. Insulated crystal oscillators. Yeah, we'll use that. Insulated crystal oscillator. Steel rod. Wait. Steel ingots in, iron rod out. Nah, I don't want to do that. Steel is more valuable than iron. I've got plenty of iron nodes. Plastic AI limiter. Alclad casing. Yeah, let's do that. Alclad casing. Cooling device. Yeah, we'll use cooling device. Turbo pressure motor. Pressure conversion cube. Where is the pressure conversion cube? Okay, that's just regular recipe. Heat fused frame. Yeah, let's use heat fused frame. Let's see. Let's see here. Turbo pressure motor. Turbo pressure motor. Heat exchanger. Yeah, we can do heat exchanger. Wait, cooling device. Heat exchanger makes the heat sink. And then to the cooling device. Okay. Let's see. Right now, I'm just picking out all the recipes that I'm going to be using. Okay, iron wire. Iron wire. Recycled rubber, recycled plastic. Of course, recycled rubber, recycled plastic. Steamed. Okay, so we'll definitely be using all the pure recipes. Heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue. Steamed copper heat. Let's see here. Pure iron ingot, petroleum coke. Leached deuterium ingot. Sulfuric acid. Is sulfur being used by much? Let me see. So sulfur, where's the sulfur at? Okay, the sulfur's there. I'm not going to be using any converter. Because I haven't even unlocked the converters yet. I believe pure deuterium ingot is a thing. So I'll just stick with pure deuterium ingot, not the leached deuterium ingot. Let's see, deuterium ore, bauxite. Ugh. Items input. Let's get rid of the Sam. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. I think we are in a good place here. I believe there's better computer recipes. Basic computer, I believe, is a better recipe. But okay, I've got a good idea of the recipes I want to use. These are all just the alt recipes. A lot of these I already have. Some of them I need to get still. Let's see. But with this, using this helped me get this list of recipes. Now what I do is go into this new production planner made by the same person who made this planner. Looks like a mess, but I understand it because I've been using this for a while. But he made this, and I'm still pretty new to it, but it does really help me out here. Okay, so if we... Let's go ahead and enter in what I have to work with. So we have oil. So that will be from an oil extractor. Actually, I've got 2 of these. I wonder if I can copy paste. Oh, I can. Interesting. I didn't know I could copy paste that. So I've got 2 oil extractors. I've got resource well extractors. So that would be 1. I'm sure it'll let me. So we got 2,100 from there. So let's lock that value in. I don't really need both of these, I don't think. But this one, we will put in 1,200 and then lock that. I don't know why I'm keeping them separate. It really doesn't matter, I don't think. Then we've got quartz, rock quartz. We're gonna go with a miner mark 3, and I want it to give me 780. So I think there is a way to mess around with the clocking this way, but I don't usually do that. Let's see. Now we got to go with the iron. We will actually, let me try something here. So if I underclock this by 80, okay, so if I overclock this by 250, let's try 200. So 220. I want to know exactly what the clocking is for 780. Is it 280? Almost. Wait. Oh, okay, so it won't go any higher because... Okay, because I'm using... This won't give me like an exact power amount. Simply because I don't want to like copy this 4 times. It will make my planner a little bit uglier. So I'm just gonna forget about that and just do 3, 1, 2, 2. There we go. But like I could enter in like what the purity is. For example, I could do pure. But I'm not going to mess around with that right now. No need. So 3,120. 3,120. Okay, so we got the oil, we got the quartz. We got to put in the limestone now. So the limestone will be 3,120. We've got coal. This will be 2,340. I need to make sure I lock these. Actually, the quartz. No, the quartz is not right. This quartz is supposed to be 1,560. There we go. Okay, there's the coal. Lock that in. Wait, no, that's not right. Limestone 2,360. Or fit 2,000. No, this one was supposed to be 2,300. I need to get these right because I don't want to accidentally put in the wrong amount of inputs. Then I won't get the right amount of outputs. Coal was 2,340. And lock that. Quartz was, or limestone was 3,120. King, what is up? What would you like me to call you now? Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Yeah. Would you like me to call you King or Psychorax? And how you doing? How was your stream? Corax? All right, I got you, Corax. Let's see. Let's make sure I spelled this right. I think I spelled that right. You're playing Gale of Darkness. What is that game? I actually have no idea. I've never heard of that. Gale of Darkness? It's been a while since I've played a Pokemon game, to be honest. I haven't played a Pokemon game since, what was it? Emerald, I believe? But yeah, much appreciated. Those of you coming in, welcome on in. We are currently planning a big mega factory in Satisfactory. I'm kind of walking everyone through the steps that I take in order to plan out a 100% efficient. Oh no! 100% efficient factory. But welcome on in, everyone. Those of you stuck in the ads, I'm sorry. We'll get to you soon. You wouldn't hear that anyways if you were stuck in an ad, but you know. Let's see. So coal, we got that right. 2,340, 3,120, 3,120, 1,560, and then some oil. All right. Then we'll go with sulfur next. So this will be 780. And lock that in. But yeah, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back. Sorry about that ad. But yeah, like I was saying, much appreciated for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. I actually don't know what Gale of Darkness is. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Emerald. Is it like all the other Pokemon games? Or is it a modded version of a Pokemon game? Okay, we got bauxite. We got 780 of those. Oop, not 7,800, 780. GameCube. Oh, GameCube. Was it like Pokemon Stadium or something? I remember back when I was a kid, I used to play Pokemon Stadium at a friend's house. It was pretty fun. Let's see, Caterium. But yeah, those of you coming in, we are currently planning out a mega factory for Satisfactory. I'm kind of walking you through the steps that I take in order to plan out a 100% efficient factory. And I just today learned that Caterium ore is not an actual ore like iron ore and copper ore. I just assumed Caterium ore was also like a real ore, but apparently I just Googled it and apparently that's just a Satisfactory thing. Okay. They have an actual story. Nice. Yeah, because yeah, Pokemon Stadium did not have any story whatsoever. Yeah, I always had to play that at my friend's house because I was sheltered as hell as a kid, and I was not allowed any game consoles. That's probably why when I grew up and moved out, I became a gamer. To make up for lost time. No, I wasn't even allowed a Bible. They shelter me from religion. Nah, not really. It just was never a thing in my family. If I wanted to own a Bible, I'm sure they wouldn't say anything. But not really my thing. Let's see. All right, so what I'm doing right now is entering in all the available resources that I have to me. And then I will start building out my factory. Let's see, so this will be 780 copper. Well, I'm not really a demon. I'm more of an elder god, if you think about it. Would be a more apt description. I read Panda Elder God. Crazy combination, I know. There's going to be a lot of resources going into this. This is easily going to be my biggest factory that I've built in Satisfactory, most likely. Or at least tied with my biggest factory in probably my first world. It was huge. But after this amount of time since my biggest factory that I've built years ago, I think I've learned a lot more about how to build efficiently, using the correct recipes and everything. Nitrogen. Let's go. Actually, packaged nitrogen gas. So I'll only be able to get in. Let's put nitrogen gas like this. And this I have 1,800 nitrogen gas to work with. Okay, let me just go over everything really quick. Nitrogen gas, I got that on here. Sam, copper, deuterium, bauxite, sulfur, coal, limestone, iron, quartz, and oil. Okay, I think, you know what? I might just combine the oil. 1,000. So yeah, let's just combine this to 3,000. Let me remove this. Okay, we'll just combine the oil. 3,300. What the heck? Oh, it's locked. 3,300. I need to make sure this is 3,000. There we go. All right, so I think we're good here. Still very blasphemous indeed. Okay, that's a lot of resources to bring into my factory. But now I got to start putting my alt recipes down first. So fused modular frames. So that will be... Wait, do I use... Oh, wait, I need to get my recipes. Okay, so... You know what? Let's just start with my pure recipes. Oops. Clear that. Okay, so aluminum ingots. No, let's go ahead and not do our pure recipes first. Let's do... everything besides that. High-speed connector. Yeah, sorry, this might be a very different stream than my usual Satisfactory streams. I'm like barely in the game as well. Like I've got the game up. And unfortunately, I can only hear the music when I'm tapped into the game for some reason. But yeah, this is my recent factory. Try to keep it as nice and clean as possible. This is a blueprint that I'm currently working on. I'm calling it a fetcher station. This is going to be just placed various points of my next factory in order to... These things will go... Drones will go out and fetch items from like these kind of things. I'm going to try to use all the resources that are in the area first. And then if I need extra resources, I will add a fetcher station down and it'll get any resources from here or from my battery factory that I need if I don't have enough. Let's see. Okay, so this would be silicon high-speed connector. Okay. And then electrode circuit board. So I take this and do electrode circuit board. Let's see, quick wire. I think we... Let's see. Did I have a alt recipe for quick wire? I don't think I did. And then silica, cheap silica. Yeah, so we'll use cheap silica. I'm gonna mark off these recipes as I add them. But yeah, those of you coming in, welcome on in. Thank you for hanging out. I am Firefox Shen, the Red Panda Elder God. Play a lot of Satisfactory. And Resident Evil games. That's literally all I've played for the past 4 or 5 months. Satisfactory and Resident Evil games. So if you enjoy those, if you like automation and strategizing and horror games with a heart rate monitor, feel free to follow. If not, thank you for hanging out anyways. Ooh woo. Let's see here. Okay, so rubber will obviously come from recycled rubber. Okay, so quartz and limestone will go directly into there. It does seem like this planner is really meant to be laid out horizontally instead of vertically like the other. Like, this is the old planner that I always went off of, and it really looked like it was meant to be kind of like a vertical thing. However, this one does seem to be very horizontal, so I may lay these things out more like this. Yeah, just to make this make more sense. All right, but yeah, this is going to be like the second factory that I've designed using this new planner. I don't think a lot of people are using it right now, but since I used the previous one made by this guy, I want to keep using it because like it's really helped out, and the results show. Like, if I can design a whole factory out using this planner and it's 100% efficient, something's right about it. That's a lot of resources coming in. Okay, so we got that. Let me check mark off, because I've got my notes to my side here. This is showing all the recipes I'm going to be using. The alt recipes, at least. Let's see. So we've got silicon circuit board, or silicon high-speed connector. How should I mark this off? Cheap silica, we got that. Let's see. We got recycled rubber. We're going to need recycled plastic. So this recycled rubber and recycled plastic loop is going to give us plenty of both. There we go. Let's see. Recycled plastic. There we go. Electrode circuit board. Cheap silica. Yeah, no. Go pass out. Go pass out. Streams can be exhausting. I understand that. Thank you for the raid. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a flesh tube stream, but I made a heart with my hands at the web camera, and then I realized you can't see me. Let's see, rubber concrete. Yeah, no, that is an epic moment right there. what was it again? Wait, do I want to use rubber concrete or do I want to use wet concrete? I might use wet concrete. What makes the best use of the limestone? I should have plenty of rubber. So let's use rubber concrete. Let me mark off that I put that on. There we go. So rubber concrete will be connected to here, obviously. Wait. Residual plastic or recycle? No, this was supposed to be recycled plastic. Gotta delete that. Oops. It's supposed to be recycled plastic. All right. Diluted fuel. It's absolutely must for every factory. That fuel gets added to there and to there. Then I need, let's say, I need heavy residual oil. Or heavy oil residue. Here we go. Heavy oil residue. I need when I look over at my second screen, my head goes down like that. I have a crick in my neck. Okay, I need iron wire. Because I don't have a lot of copper nearby, so I have to use the iron wire. And then, let's see what else. Iron pipe. There we go. Iron wire, iron pipe. Coated. Oops. What is it? Plate. So I need coated iron plate. This I'll connect right there. And then I need to get reinforced iron plate, which I'd be using adhered iron plate, I guess. Where is it? Wait, automated no. Adhered iron plate. Here we go. So I'll be using a lot of plastic and rubber in this build. And then molded steel pipe. So I take the steel pipe and make molded steel pipe. Wait. No. You're so sweet. You're too sweet. You're too sweet. You give me cavities. And I'm honored to have you as a friend. Thank you. see. We are going to go with pipe. Absolutely, absolutely, right back at you. Here we go. Molded steel pipe. Wait. Molded steel pipe. Iron pipe and molded steel pipe. Which one's better? I feel like I should not use the molded steel pipe. And thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you later. Yeah, so we're not going to use molded steel pipe, I don't think. No reason for that. Heavy encased frame. So heavy encased frame, here we go. Let's see. Rubber concrete. Wait. I already have rubber concrete somewhere here. Where is it? Here we go. Let's see, encased industrial beam. Okay, I need to fill out what I added. Heavy encased frame. Where is it? Heavy encased frame. Here we go. Encased industrial pipe. Okay, so there's encased beam and encased industrial pipe. Okay, encased industrial pipe. Yeah, so I need to attach this to there. Kanahito, how are you doing? Yes, this is actually a brand new production planner. Made by the same person who did this Satisfactory Planner Versal app. I've been using this one forever, and just recently he came out with his new version of it, which I'm actually really loving. It feels the same way, except it comes with more analytics that you can check out here on the side. It allows you to make minor adjustments up to the decimal point of what you want to change. Yeah, it's blue-print.app/satisfactory, and this thing is amazing, especially for someone who really wants to dial in their resources, making sure they're using every last decimal point of what they want to use to make the exact decimal point of what they want to make. For someone who really wants to dial in everything in and make everything 100% efficient, this was perfect for me. Okay, so this will connect there. Concrete, connect to rubber concrete. Let's see. Cased industrial pipe. Okay, so I can... And I'm tonight is very different from my usual Satisfactory streams. Usually I'm like jamming out to Satisfactory music while building out my big factories, or designing blueprints. This is a fetcher station. I call it a fetcher station, which will be placed in certain parts of my factories, which will send drones to pick up things from my various storage units in each of my factories. Usually that's what I'm working on, this kind of thing. But as you can see, using this planner and the previous planner, I'm able to make 100% efficient factories. Green lights all the time using, at the moment, not 100% of the nodes, just because I'm limited by my belt speed, my 780 belt speed. But as much as I can use. And as you can see, it helps me stabilize my power, this planner here, making sure that all my machines are running 100% of the time. The only reason why there's some slight fluctuation here to the consumption is due to awesome sinks and pipe pumps. Those things tend to fluctuate. And I don't mind that as long as all my production machines are actually working 100% of the time. And I gotta give all the credit to whoever designed this. I really wish I could thank them, but their Discord link on their page here, it doesn't link to anything. So like the link was expired. So unfortunately I cannot thank him for working on it, but he knows who he is. Let's see here. What else do I need to add? Insulated crystal oscillator. So crystal oscillators. Insulated crystal oscillator. Here we go. Which will obviously attach to my recycled rubber right here. And then AI limiter, plastic AI limiter is what I'll be using, like that. So let me mark off that I added those. And insulated crystal oscillator. Okay, alclad casing. So I think, yeah, I'm just using the regular alclad aluminum sheets. Classic battery. Trying to decide whether I want to use this or not. I might. I do like the classic battery recipe. That way I don't have to deal with the sulfuric. Yeah, I don't have to worry about the fluids. Makes things a little simpler. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people aren't aware of this tool because it's not something that pops up very easily if you search for planners. Usually it's on like the second page of Google. Let's see, super state computer. Super state computer. Is that something I want to use? You know what? Let's go with classic battery. I think classic battery would be a good recipe to use. Okay. And then we got to go with cooling device. Here we go. I'm going to add in heat fused frame. Oh, fused frame. Okay, let me mark off that I added those. Casing. So we'll use alclad casing. We will use heat exchanger. We will be using turbo pressure motor. Turbo pressure motor. Here we go. Oh, interesting. I guess I wasn't aware that turbo pressure motor needed packaged nitrogen gas. It does give me the most amount of... You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. It will need the pressure conversion cube. Okay. I think I've got everything added as far as alt recipes that I'm going to be using. Now I'll just need to connect it all together. Wait, steamed copper sheep. Missed one. Okay. Now all I need to do is link them all together and then fill in the missing links with regular recipes. Let's see. So, crude oil, obviously. Put this right up top here. So link that up. And put this right next to here like this. Recycled rubber and recycled plastic. We'll put... This will be a loop that happens up here. How am I going to lay out this loop to make it readily readable? Okay. Like that. And then coated iron plate. Okay, it's going to end up looking like a mess, but as long as I place stuff deliberately in certain locations, I usually can read it. No problems. Let's see, so iron wire. You know what, let's move everything just a little bit here. Move that down, move that down, move that down, because iron is going to be a big section here. Sulfur, coal, limestone. We'll put iron up top here. Okay, so iron. Wait. Okay, so I need to do pure iron ingots. Oops. Iron. Always got to do pure iron ingots. So we'll lead that into there. This will give me a shit ton of iron ingots. So that'll go into there and here. That. Okay, encased steel rubber. Okay, so this will go in limestone. Where is the limestone section? Limestone, where's limestone? Oh, there it is. Okay, so limestone will go into there. Like that. Steel pipe. The concrete goes into there like that. Coated iron plate. Let's just bring this down and put it next to here. And attach that to the iron ingot. Oh, petroleum coke. So petroleum coke, we'll just use a regular recipe. That one, anything with heavy oil residue, I might just put right above here like this. Like so. And then the petroleum coke. So that'll make the circuit board. It's cheap silica, that's limestone and quartz. So limestone and quartz, so I'd lower this one down, put this here, that way I can combine the limestone and the quartz, like so. So there's quick wire, so quick wire, I think, what recipe are we going with? I think we're just going to go with this regular quick wire. It makes plenty. And then I'd be using the pure deuterium ingot like that. That'll be down here. Connect that up like so. So this will make high-speed connectors. And then adhered iron plates. So maybe I'll just place that here for a second. Rubber will also be connecting to there. Modular frames. Wait, plastic. Okay, so we'll put this in the deuterium tree, right around the deuterium. Plastic will obviously connect up to the residual plastic, and quick wire will connect to quick wire. That. Modular frames just going to go off of the regular. Wait. Yeah, I don't want to do bolted frames because I don't want to deal with the screws. I think I'll go with just regular modular frames. Yeah, so nothing in this requires screws, luckily. However, if I did need screws, I do have I do have a lot of screws I could pick up from one of my other factories. Let's see. So iron rods will just be regular iron recipe, which will be another linked to iron. I will reorganize this and make it a little bit easier for me to read a little bit, but let's see. I thought I had an wait, adhered iron plate. Where is that? I know I have adhered iron plate, right? Oh, here it is. Here it is. That gets linked to there. So all the stuff that needs like 4 or more items, I'm going to put way off to the side. Or 3 or 4 items I'm going to put way off to the side. So steel pipe right here. Going to link that up to there. Let's see. Okay, so aluminum ingots. We're going to use pure aluminum ingot recipe. That'll go down by the bauxite stuff. Right here. So I'll need aluminum scrap. Instant scrap. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could do sloppy alumina into... Do I have anything? Am I using sulfur for anything, actually? Let me hook up some other stuff first. I might use the aluminum scrap. Let's see, cooling device. But yeah, all these like these big ones, I'll put over here. Like so. Just to kind of keep them separate. Like that. Steamed copper sheet would obviously go with steel ingot, or copper ingots. There's coal. Wait, where'd the copper go? Oh, copper's down here. Okay, so obviously I would use the pure copper ingot. Water's going to be very readily available to me. I'll cook that up. So I got copper sheets now. What was I going to use copper sheets for? I can't remember. What were the copper sheets for? Copper ingots go here as well. Okay, the casing goes right here for the heat exchanger, and then the rubber obviously connects to recycled rubber as well. This is going to be pulling most of the weight in this factory right here, the recycled plastic and recycled rubber. Okay, now I got to hook up the rest of this stuff. Motor, I believe I was just going to use a regular motor. Oh, electromagnetic control rod. I completely forgot I need that. Let's just use regular motor. Connect that one as well. Electromagnetic control rod. I want that part of the factory as well. Yeah, let's just use regular recipe for that. Where's the plastic AI limiter? Where is it? I know I put plastic AI limiter somewhere in here. Didn't I? Ah, there it is. So this will connect to here. Okay, so now I need stator. Is there a good recipe for that? So there's quick wire, stator, and I think I'll go with this guy right here. It'll make less, but make less stators, but I can very easily make these two items. Quick wire, I don't know how much. I'm very limited with Caterium, but I'm not limited with iron, which I can use iron to make these guys. Okay, so steel pipe and wire. So I've got iron wire right here, so I can hook that up to there, and then the steel pipe. Use the iron pipe and iron wire recipes to make stators. So that's how I'll get the final thing I need right there. So all these are like final pieces that I need. One second. Batteries. Was I going to use the batteries to make... Okay, I was going to use the batteries to make the super steak computer. Was that super steak computer? Was that an alt recipe that I was going to use? Super steak. Why is that not showing up on my list? Was there a better recipe for supercomputers? Second, super computer. Yeah, let's use a super state computer. I don't think I had added that yet. Right? Yeah, I guess not. Weird how I missed that recipe. That's not on my list at all. I must have missed it when I was planning out my recipes in Satisfactory tools. Okay, so I got the heavy encased frames, heat fused frames, so these guys will have to link to there. Plastic obviously links to here as well. Fuel. We'll go to diluted fuel. Yep, here we go. Diluted fuel. Nitric acid. So nitric acid, that just has one recipe there. Then I need to get nitrogen gas, so this needs to be all the way down here. So the nitric acid, it goes into there like that. Iron plate will link to coated plates. Where are they at? Coated iron plate. Okay, I'll worry about the SAM node later. Actually, let's just do this now. Reanimated SAM. There we go. Yeah, this looks like a mess, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so rotor. Okay, let's avoid screws. So let's go with this. I'll be using the steel pipes from here. And the iron wire. And then the stator from here goes to there. Sulfur goes directly into the classic battery. Like that. Wire, that's obviously iron wire. Okay. Electromagnetic control rod, where is that at? Where did I put that? Ah, here we go. Electromagnetic control rod goes into there. Computers. Did I even put... I don't even think I have computer. No. Classic computer. I guess I don't even have computers on here. What the hell? There was not a good recipe for... Okay, what computer should I use? Quick wire and rubber. You know what? Let's use Crystal Computer. And then... Where's the crystal oscillators? Ah, here we go. So the crystal oscillators goes to the Crystal Computer. Where are the circuit boards? I might not use turbo pressure motor, actually. Let's get rid of that. Let's use... Maybe we'll use... We'll use this, just a regular... We'll just go with the regular turbo motor recipe. The motor's up to here. Radio control unit. I do have that somewhere on here. Okay, now it's starting to get a little hard to read. But I will have to organize this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I don't think I have anything making... what is it? Radio control unit? Okay, so this wire obviously goes to the iron wire. The battery goes to classic battery. Radio control unit, that's what I need. Did I not have a recipe for that? I guess not. What the hell? I guess we'll have to go with... Which one's best? Which one is best? Dang, I don't know. I don't know. Wait, let me Google something really quick. Also, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all being here. If there's any tips that you can give me, please let me know. Any suggestions on alt recipes, I would love to hear them. Best radio control unit recipe. Let's see. And how are all your nights going? Sorry, this is not what I usually do on stream. This is stuff I usually do off stream, but I figured I might as well clue you guys into my factory planning process, because I've done this exact method multiple times for most of my factories. Let's see. You know what? I think we'll go with this. The OG recipe. But I might also change the computers. Oh, wait, I am using crystal computers. Okay. So connect that like that. And then the silica circuit boards. Where are the circuit boards? Okay, there's a high-speed connectors. Circuit boards are up here. Wait, I got electrode circuit boards. Yeah, no, that's right. So we got the circuit boards there. Let's see. Crystal oscillators. Insulated crystal oscillators. So those, where are those at? Here we go. So connect this guy to there. The aluminum casing will go to there. Okay, applied aluminum sheets. Okay, so I need aluminum sheets. I don't think I have that recipe on here at all. Wait, do I? No, I've got alkali casing, which skips aluminum sheets. It just uses iron and copper. Okay, so the cooling unit uses nitrogen gas. Rubber obviously goes to recycled rubber. Um, Now I'm struggling to organize this. This will take me a sec to organize this. Yeah, alclad aluminum sheets apparently I need. Let's see. To make those. I need aluminum ingots. So I'll connect that to there. Copper ingots, connect that to there. Okay. I think I've got everything connected well. Wait, heat sinks. Heat sinks are right here. Okay, all these look connected right. Except for the aluminum ingot. Gotta get that. Aluminum ingots connected there. I need to get aluminum scrap. So the best way to get aluminum scrap as much as possible. Instant scrap, that looks like a pain in the ass to do with all that liquid. I don't feel like dealing with that. Wait, does this use coal? Oh, this, okay, so that uses coal, this uses petroleum coke. I might do this, because I do have coal. Just regular aluminum scrap. Because I'm not really using coal for anything yet. So I can connect the coal to here. And then alumina solution. Probably just go with sloppy alumina. I don't need silica for anything, I don't think. Do I need silica for anything? Oh, well, I got silica coming from cheap silica. Now, let's keep things simple. We'll just use, we'll just use sloppy alumina. Yeah, we'll use sloppy alumina, and then that will connect to... What the hell? Where did I put it? I don't know. Let me take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Grab myself another Arizona. 'Cause I'm thirsty. Pure aluminum ingots there. Oh, alumina solution. Okay, so alumina scrap, and then the sloppy alumina connects through there. Okay. Right now, this is showing me what the output will be. Let's see. Okay, water gets connected. I'm not gonna do anything with the water things just yet. Just want to make sure everything's connected first. Let's scroll out really quick and just see how big this factory is going to be. All right. Okay, so this all looks connected. That all looks pretty good. Now comes the hard part. Once everything's connected, I need to actually move numbers around. There is a way. Actually, how did I find it before? Oh, complete missing inputs. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. I didn't even know this. If you right click on the module, you can complete missing inputs and it will connect to wherever it... Okay, so for example, is there anywhere that needs high-speed connectors? No, never mind. I guess I can't do that. But if I right click it, complete missing inputs, that'll connect it to whatever it needs to be connected to. That is really cool. Wait. Auto layout, repair collisions. Wait, what happens if I recalculate? I don't know what that did. But I can... What's auto layout? Oh, shit! Okay. Interesting. I wonder how it laid it out. This is new to me. You guys are seeing this just as I do. That is interesting. Oh, that's actually nice. It groups everything very nicely here. Wow. Okay, so we got stuff like this. Simple stuff down at the bottom. Simple stuff here. So it makes copper sheets, but what did I need copper sheets for? For copper rotor? No. Coated iron canister. AI limiter. Silicon circuit board. Is it because I use this? Wait, the heat sink. I guess I don't need this. Steamed copper sheets. There's nothing that needs steamed copper sheets, right? Oh, I like this though. Okay, so yeah, I can get rid of the steamed copper sheets, especially since I don't really need that many copper sheets because I've got a factory that makes copper sheets already. So let's get rid of that. And auto layout again. What happens if I recalculate? Recalculations were not applied. Rubber, what did that say? There was something that popped up down here. Mismatch input. Okay. Interesting. So I think it was telling me that I did not have enough rubber or plastic. Okay. So with that, I wonder if so these are all like the last items. Two. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff here. Sulfur surplus. So I'm not really using that much sulfur. Copper ore surplus. Surpluses are fine. Nitrogen gas surplus. There's limestone deficient surplus. Open the optimizer and complete all missing process inputs down to raw materials, including limestone. Wait, what does this do? An optimized production chain. This is new. Raw efficiency. Fewest buildings, lowest power. Raw efficiency is usually what I look for. But I don't want to add that just yet. Interesting. There's so much I'm learning about this right now. Let's repair collisions. Oh. I don't think I like that. Okay. Recalculation was not applied. Rubber mismatch. Let me try to work this through here. Let's see, so heavy residual oil goes there and there. That's too much heavy oil residue going that way. I need most of it going this way. So if I make this like, what does this do? Plastic, rubber, fuel. Okay, I need to get as much fuel as I can, I believe. So let's do 2,400. Okay, there's still not enough plastic, I think. One second, let me calculate. What does that mean? Second. Recalculation was not applied. Rubber mismatch. Is it saying there's not enough rubber? What if I put most of the fuel directly into the recycled rubber, recycled plastic? Now, will it let me recalculate? Why is it saying rubber mismatch? Strange. I wish I could talk to someone on the Discord, but the Discord doesn't actually link. The invite doesn't link to... See, invalid invite. I really wish I could chat with the developer of this. Get some better understanding of how some stuff works. Because I was always confused about how this loop here works. Because, like, it says 4,022 rubber going this way. Does that mean, like, the rest of the rubber goes out this way? I don't know. I wonder. So let's go ahead and say we want 20 computers. Say we want 10 of those. I'm kind of giving like the lowest amount that I'd like of this stuff. 5 of those. Oops. Those. 10 of these. 10 of these. Then if I recalculate, why does that say node mismatch? Just due to this thing. You know what? I wonder. Let's just remove... Let's remove this for now. Recycled rubber. And just see what... Recalculate. Limestone mismatch. What does that mean? Okay, let's go with the recycled. What was it? Recycled rubber. Recycled rubber. And then if I do this, complete missing inputs. There we go. It just attached everything. Wait. What about outputs? Oh, I didn't reconnect the outputs. Lame. But like I could do this. Wait. I do like the auto layout. That definitely helps, but now I gotta reconnect all this stuff. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't... There was something I missed here. Quartz crystals. I Let's go with pure quartz crystal. Missing inputs. No, that would add water as well. But where is the quartz? Here it is. Add that to there. Oh, I gotta reconnect all the rubber. So like this one says rubber, so if I complete missing inputs. No, I have to do it myself? Okay, so rubber goes to there. Rubber goes to here. Wait, no, that's plastic. Yeah, rubber goes to there. Rubber also goes to here. And to here. Oops. Oh, that's already connected. Okay, everything's auto laid out now. Yeah, look at this. This is a pretty big factory. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if everything's laid out correctly, and then I'll manually go in and adjust numbers. If everything's connected right. Does look like everything's connected, although I guess I can get some more rubber this way. Since it does seem like I need a lot of rubber. Just connect the rubber there for now. I think I'll be limited by the amount of fuel that I have. That was the bottleneck in one of my biggest factories that I've done before. Oh, that needs rubber. All right. Okay, now I've got a bunch of checks here you can see. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so just from what I have right here right now, and this is incorrect completely, but it's asking for over 1,000 machines, which makes sense. Okay. This is easy right here. That's the easiest part of the factory. All right, but I do think everything is connected now. Let's auto layout again. Whew. Oh my God. Now, this is the part where I always start feeling overwhelmed, and then I actually get in and start moving numbers around, and everything works out fine in the end. Oh, I need to get some rubber there as well. Okay. Everything's looking pretty good. All the inputs are connected. All right. But now is the time-consuming process. Now is the time-consuming process. Like, all the way up till now wasn't the time-consuming process, but now it is the time-consuming process. Let's see. Trying to decide whether or not I want to put you guys through this. Let's see. Yeah, I might call it a stream here. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Let's see. Not a lot of people are streaming right now that I'm following. It's interesting. Let's see who's playing Satisfactory. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah, I might call it a stream here. 1 sec. I will probably stream tomorrow. Not too sure when, but it is very likely. All right. We are going to go raid. Oh, my stream's buffering. What the heck? My laptop freaking out? All right. All right, we're going to go raid Voice of Zoo. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Okay. Yeah, my laptop's freaking out, so I'm trying to pull up his stream. But my laptop is freaking out. Oh, here we go. Have a good night, everyone.